Hi there, my name's Alex Sabatelli-Rager, and I'm super excited to be presenting to you a bit about our LifeWave marketing plan. There is so much excitement around this plan because it is just taking off right now since X39 has come around just a few years ago, which is, of course, stem cell activation patches that are really changing the world and lighting people up from the inside. And it is this marketing plan that is also lighting people up from the inside. And just like it takes some time for those patches to do their maximal work in literally reversing the aging process, but also this marketing plan can be started or worked with just a little bit, or you can bring it all the way and grow with it into really what could be considered a legacy. So there's a few different kind of concepts I want to kind of just touch upon before I dive into some of the nuts and bolts here. And I'm not going to go too deep into it. There's really not a need to understand every bit of this, but just get a nice overview. And then as you start making money, as you start learning more strategy and growing, should this be your decision to do so, then you're going to start diving in a little bit more and understanding a little bit more as you experience it. But really, we don't want to stop you feeling like you need to understand it all now before you go out and start making a difference. You're going to learn as you go, just like your business will grow as you share. So a couple of quick concepts is that we really have three overarching ways that we get paid. We get paid linearly, where we do something and we get paid a result or a compensation for that action. We get paid residually, where we do something, we get paid, but we can get paid over and over and over again because of, let's say, a preferred customer type of a program, or continual auto shipping products, right? So you do the one action and then you get paid residually. So again, that's linear, then there's residual. The third way that we really get paid overarching is by duplicating what we do. Then suddenly the business has its own life. You have other people doing what you're doing, and therefore there's this legacy that can be built because you're now earning a little bit of those people that you've helped to do what you've already done. So it, again, grows with you, and you can come in at any level that you like in terms of getting started at any pace you like, but it is that consistency, that willingness to grow with the business, just like your body is growing with those patches and those new stem cells circulating around. That's what's going to make the difference in whether or not you decide to go the distance and create a legacy. Okay. There's another kind of concept I wanted to just quickly share, and that is how fair this marketing plan is. It is absolutely brilliantly put together, and you cannot claw your way to a top. You can't cheat your way to the top. Other people are not going to build the business for you, but you don't have to do it alone. It's really built so that you can come in, again, at your own pace, and it will pretty much meet you where you are. And then as you grow as a person, as you grow as a business owner, and you learn more and you get better at what you do, and you work with the team that has brought you in, you're going to be able to help each other. But then as you bring team in underneath you, then you're also duplicating and helping them as well. So it's a team effort, right? Together, each achieves more. So you're never alone in it. And when you bring people in, you get the help also of the people who brought you in to help them. So it's just a really beautiful synergistic type of a business model. And nobody is getting paid for nothing, right? For not doing anything. You don't just bring a bunch of people in. That's really more like corporate America, where there's really only room for one at the top. Here, there's not only room for everyone to build their own top level organization, but really there's no bottom. There's just no bottom to it. So there's just no hierarchy. You cannot, you earn leadership in this type of a business. You're not just positioned as a leader, right? It's who you are, it's who you become that helps you to become successful in a business like this. So I wanted to give you those couple of concepts. Now, how I want to attack this model, because there's 4 ways that we get paid. Really kind of there's a 5th way, but it's pretty much 4 ways that we get paid. But I want to tackle this in a way of just like overview of the model, okay? Like the model itself. Then there's the plan. How do you move through the model? And then without going too deeply into it, I'll be touching a little bit on strategy to move through that model, through that plan, a little bit on strategy, a little bit on mindset. So it's really kind of the how and the why that will become important to you. But again, that's not really the focus of this whole talk. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where you can find this commissions hot sheet. So you can kind of see basically, again, how we get paid. What's this model look like? So you want to go to quantumfieldteambiz.com. And I'm going to go ahead and share screen now. This is the, let me move this over here. There we go. And what you can see here is the homepage of this Quantum Field Team Biz. Very, very cool site, and it's growing and getting better all the time. And by the way, this is Onyx Cole's main brainchild. Her teams has come together over these number of last few years, absolutely exploding this company with, of course, X39 at the helm and our main focus. But oh my gosh, they've all come together. You'll see lots and lots of resources here on this website, all the team leaders coming up and sharing again and supporting each other to become successful. So that is really where this site is coming from. So Quantum Field Team Biz, this is your homepage. I'm going to go right ahead into the next page, which is the steps. And while I will be doing another training on some of the model of how we do what we do and how we get kind of like the daily bread and butter of what we do, I'll be doing that shortly. I'm going to go straight to step 8 right now, which is the compensation plan. And what you'll find here on this page, of course, is the commissions hot sheet. You can download this also in multiple languages right from this site. So let me go ahead and share with you again the model. Just very quickly, we get paid 4 different ways. We get paid retail bonus. So when we sell a product, this is a linear type of way of getting paid. You sell a product and you get a commission. All right. So it's basically like a retail profit is really what it is. There's a cost for the product and there's a retail amount that you get back. Now, some people, you don't see it here on the sheet, but some people, for instance, doctors' offices or storefronts or even some gyms might purchase wholesale, packs, big packs of lots of the product and retail it at their, in person. So literally turning around and selling it, in which case there's also retail profit there as well. Of course, we keep it at the same price as we sell it online for retail. But basically you're selling and getting a retail profit. And then a lot of those people will then enroll their customers into an auto ship program. So selling one up front or selling a week's worth up front and then enrolling them into a auto ship to be sent directly to the customer. So I just wanted to kind of add that little one in there. It's not on the sheet, but here's basically how the retail bonus works. You pay, you have a customer purchase one sleeve, 1 month supply of X39 at $149.95, and that gets shipped straight to the customer, and then you receive a commission of $50, which is, again, that retail difference, right? You also get points along with this. We will talk about points a little bit later, but in this case, I want you to just take note. There's personal volume happening here. Personal volume is your volume. It goes into your personal volume pot, okay? So in this case, you make 77 points in your personal volume. All right. The other way that we get paid retail bonus is if someone signs up for auto ship. Now we're already starting to work towards that not just the linear income, but now the leveraged income, because in this case, you're getting $20 every month that they are buying. So you can build a small customer base and have a small amount coming in. I shouldn't say small because $20 is fantastic and it adds up quickly, but that monthly $20 will be coming to you every time that they order. And then you get 43 points each time that order hits in your personal volume, again, in your personal points pot, okay? So those are the 2 ways you get a retail bonus. So that feeds into your linear model and into your leveraged model. Now, these are just customers. I don't mean just, because we want customers, and this is important that we develop a customer base, because I'll be talking about it shortly. We need to qualify our business to keep the points collecting so we can earn on those points later, which we'll talk about later. But we also want to have that customer base because it's really what the FTC really wants to see. They want to see a real business model that has lots of customers and not just distributors selling to each other. So that's important to have a nice solid customer base. And it also keeps you, again, in these qualifications so that you don't leave any money on the table down the road. Very important. Okay, so that's the first way we get paid. Scrolling down a little bit, the second way that we get paid is what's called product introduction bonus. Now, this is when people come into the business. They can come in as a wholesale buyer or a wholesale distributor. it's really the same exact thing. It's just a wholesale buyer is just buying for themselves and their family, whereas the wholesale distributor starts to share with other people and is enrolling other people, okay? So I think one of the things I do want to say right away now is that when you already are starting to look at this piece, it might be that you're not yet a distributor, or you haven't come in as a wholesale buyer and you're exploring and you're looking at this. So you might want to hear it with that hat. But for the most part, you're probably in here looking at this because you do want to build a business. So in that case, let's rewind a little bit again and look at those volume points again. And just remember, 55 points are important for you to have in order to be in business. Okay, you want it to be able to collect points and keep earning points. 55 is the minimal amount. If you decide you want to be a distributor and actually really build something, then you're going to be looking at 110 points. Just write those down next to your personal volume notes, okay, that PV, that little pot of your personal points, and go ahead and put in 55 points or 110 points if you want to build, okay? Just a little key here, because when you look at this piece, the second way we get paid, this product introduction bonus, again, it's going to make a difference. So here you're also able to get a linear pay, right? An immediate bonus that for enrolling somebody, but then you're also going to get points that go towards the residual pay. All right. So notice here, when we get in through these different packs, there's 5 different packs that you can start with. There's the bronze pack, which is 1 sleeve, the silver, which is 3, the gold, which is 5. We say 5.5 because you do get a bonus sleeve of one of our other patches. We get there's a platinum pack for 12. And then of course the diamond pack, which is 19.5. In this case, I usually, it's up to you. You can get another extra bonus sleeve of something else, or you can go ahead and get the little business pack with some extra supplies. That's completely up to you. So let's talk about these product introduction bonuses. When somebody comes in at the bronze level, you'll see $15 right back to you. Linear, thank you. It's a linear bonus, I guess you could say, and it goes right into your account. $15 for the bronze pack, $50 for the silver, $100 for the gold. Let me scroll down a little bit here, $150 for the platinum, and $200 for the diamond. Now these numbers can change, all right, because if somebody comes in with the bronze pack and then they decide they want to upgrade to the silver pack, what you're going to be earning is the difference between what the silver pack pays and what you've already been paid for the bronze. Now, there is a little bit of a confusion here because the bronze pack it's the only pack that does have a fee involved with it, which is the $24.95. Basically, okay, you want to come in as a wholesale buyer, you're only buying 1 sleeve, you do need to pay this little bit. But as soon as you upgrade to any of the other levels, or if you come in at any of the other levels, you don't have to pay that $24.95, or you will get refunded that $24.95. So there is a little bit of math there. So if somebody does move up to the silver pack, in a sense, they're only going to be paying a difference of, I think, $175 to go from the bronze to upgrade to silver and get two more for $175. So don't let that confuse you. Just want you to understand that these product introduction bonuses can be upgraded. You can move from one pack to the next, or you can just earn them straight out the way they start. Now, one other big key about these is take a look at the points that you're getting, these volume points. These are once, as soon as you purchase them, they only hit 1 month. So if you're looking to maintain active status or a qualifying status, which again, we'll talk about in a moment, you have to keep in mind how many points are flowing through your business center, right? You have your personal volume that's going to be from the customers and your own personal orders. So that's going to take effect with these. You come in with a bronze pack, you're going to have enough points for yourself for the month, but the next month you're going to run out. Same thing with the silver pack. You might have 3 sleeves in that silver pack, but unless you order more or have a customer base, you're going to have to keep an eye on those personal volume points so that you don't fall out of qualification or out of active status. Okay. Just keep the points, and the points are important. Okay. So the silver pack, again, here you're getting 165 points. Now, you'll see also a difference in these points that you're earning. They are BV. These are business volume points. Okay, business volume points this is what's going to qualify for the next way that we get paid. And this is what also is going to be growing in your business as your business grows and more people come in underneath you. So this is a different pool. Okay, this is a different pot, and we get paid a lot on this one. So it's really, again, it's exciting. It's important to know where you're at so that you don't lose any of your own points in terms of your qualification or active status. But for the most part, it's not going to take much for you to be constantly in active status or to go ahead and set yourself up with an auto ship so you never fall out. Okay, so these are the different packs that you can come in with. The cool part about this is that when you come in as a diamond pack, right, which could be for a business builder, for a storefront, or something such as this, or you're ready to get going and you're ready to kind of go gangbusters with it, you come in with a diamond pack or you upgrade to a diamond pack at any time. And for 14 weeks, you will get paid as a senior sales director. Excuse me. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm mixing up the names of the different levels. That'll be coming up in a moment. But you're going to get paid at the highest level that we get paid, and you're going to earn more when you bring in other people. You'll see that as a qualifying diamond, right? For 14 weeks, when you enroll a platinum, you'll be paid $300 instead of $150. And if you bring in a diamond, you will earn $500 instead of the 200. So although you can earn more with these diamond packs and these platinum packs as you go up the marketing plan, in a way, this is a way that they just skip you right up there and they pay you at this highest level for 14 weeks to help you launch your business and make your investment back right away. Now, this is what I did. I came in at the diamond level. I knew I was going to run with it for a while. I learned very quickly, and I had been in this type of a business model before. And so I kind of went gangbusters, and I made my money back immediately by enrolling diamonds with me who I had worked with also and who were really excited and interested in doing this with me. So I kind of got a running team and we went together. And in that sense, I made back my entire investment with just three buddies coming in with me at the same diamond level. And I had 14 weeks to find them. So I actually brought in more than that in that time frame. And it's not expected. It's just an option that's there for you. And at any time, if you start at bronze and then you move up to silver and then you go up to gold and now you're ready to start building, at any point, the moment you upgrade to diamond, those 14 weeks start, and then you can hit that ground running. Okay, so it's a really, really great incentive for those business builders out there, or for when the time comes that you are ready to go for it. And then you can really maximize your earnings when you go out and find other people that are ready to come in at those higher levels. So you'll see here at the bottom, why is a diamond pack a good investment for your business? 3-month active auto ship is another part of it. I forgot to tell you. So that's the other really cool part, is when you upgrade or when you come in at the diamond level, you don't have to worry about your active status or that personal volume, because for 3 months at least, they are going to take care of that for you. You're going to get an immediate number of points, and then they're going to space out the other points for the next 2 months so that you are qualified for 3 months. You don't have to make another purchase for yourself. So again, you have that time to get your business up and running, build a small customer base, bring in some friends and some reps with you. And it really is a fantastic way to get your business up and running. Okay, so you'll see some of the other points here too. It's senior director. I'm not sure if I said that correctly before. It's being paid as the senior director level for 14 weeks is that highest commission level. Okay, so moving down to the next section here. Oops, excuse me, next page, which is the second side of this page that you can download. Here's the third way that we get paid. Now, I said I wasn't going to go into too many details, but I kind of did, didn't I? I was going to just give you an overview of the model. But really, this is moving further into the leverage now. Okay, we were talking about the linear, then that second went from linear into some leverage. Now we're really moving into leverage. And this is where the points come into place. This is how we get paid. We build 2 teams. This is a binary commission program. I love this program. I had been in another company where it was just so confusing in so many different levels and so many different qualifications. With this, it's 2 teams. You're building 2 teams. That's it. So when you come in, you buy your pack, you're active on 55 points. And if you just you yourself, so you are active with your PV, remember, And then you enroll one to your right and one to your left, either order. And they enroll and they come in with a pack and they're active at a certain number of points, and you are now qualified. Okay, you and two, and you are qualified. And what happens here is the points begin to add up. We're looking at the BV points at this point. The PV keeps you in business. The PV keeps them in business personally, but the business volume is where we all share. This is where the business comes together. And so you basically have a bank on your right and a bank on your left, and they collect points. And when those points collect to 660 on one side and 330 on the other side, and it could be either way, whichever way, when that happens and together it hits 990, you're paid what's called a cycle. It's a cycle bonus, and it's $50. And this cycle bonus continues and continues as your teams grow, because as you enroll people on these two teams, they're also enrolling people on those teams, and they're enrolling people on those teams. Okay, and all of those points collect in the bank on each side. And every time the computer recognizes that magic ratio of 660 and 330, either way, you're going to get paid a cycle. And you can earn up to $25,000 per week in these cycles. Okay, this is an exciting way to make really, really, really good money, really make a living, should you choose to, by building team. And this is called leverage. So you learn the basics, you bring people in and share those basics with them. You stay qualified and you help them to stay qualified. And then we can talk more about that strategy and the plan, working through this plan, so that you can continue to grow and open up and unlock even more ways that you can get paid. So in this case here, it's important because, and you'll see more points, more finer points in here. I'm just describing this as best I can, kind of off the top of my head, but knowing this plan and really understanding this plan, everyone teaches it a little different. But moving up in rank in this plan, we're going to go through a little bit more with the plan, but you do want to consider the gold standard of what we're really aiming to do here is to build ourselves to a manager level and to duplicate that process. You go to manager, you help your people go to manager, you help those people teach their people to go to manager. That's it. You master the tools, the skills, you get better and better and better and better. You help them to master the tools and skills until they get better, better, better. And then they duplicate. And the stronger that you duplicate, again, it's an earned leadership, right? If you're not very good at it, well, that's okay. You lean on those few people above you that are working and that are better, right? They're there to help teach you to get better. So this is how we all reach down and help everyone be successful, because we won't be successful unless we help other people be successful. We can make some money, absolutely, but with the mindset of how can I help others? How can I help others? And that will help you. You both win. If you go at it as a how can I help myself, then only you win. And that's not a double win, right? You always want to go for the win-win. So just a little bit of a mindset thought there. So there's different ways to move up in rank here. There's a lot of details in here in terms of the maximum amount you can make per week. But this is why you want to move up the marketing plan. There's only so much that you can make until you grow and move up the marketing plan a bit. But this is what makes it so darn fair, right? There is no one person that sits at the top and just collects all the money. We grow and we earn more as we do so, and as we teach other people to do so. So moving up in rank really means become a manager, make other managers. You have to be a gold level or above, okay? Scrolling back up to that plan. Oh, sorry, that's on the other page, but going back to that part of the plan, that's when you bring yourself up to the 5.5 pack, right? The gold pack. You want to be at the gold level or above. And you need to have 110 of those personal volume points. Again, those are generated from your personal auto ships, your own personal orders, and those of your customers, your preferred customers. And that's what feeds into your personal volume points bucket, right? Or that little pot there. And so you need to have 110 of those every week, every month, within every 31-day period. And it's not from the first of the month to the end of the month. It's just a rolling 30-day period. It's like a window that just kind of slides along. As soon as you have 110 points, you got 31 days to accumulate more. Again, having that customer base is really fantastic for building this part of the plan, because they will be continuously ordering, but also, just to be safe, have yourself an auto ship as well. Really, really smart. So that is really important. And then in order to become that manager, going into the plan, how to work this model, is that you want to have 2 silvers on each side of your business, right? So remember, 2 teams. So you enroll somebody here, you enroll somebody here, move them up to silver if they didn't come in as a silver or above, and then 2 more. So 2 more that you personally enrolled on both sides of your team at the level of silver and active. Again, 55 points will keep them active. If they're moving up the plan and they want to qualify to earn more, they move up to that gold level and 110 points, but they really just need to be active as silvers. Now, I do this quite often with my customers when I get them started on a silver pack. It's usually for them and for their spouse. And then I encourage, of course, you're going to want to start sharing this as you're feeling. And I promise you, I'll give you some envelopes that you can use to share with them. But let's go ahead and set you up with an auto ship so you do not run out. You have full control over that. You'll get your own little back office so that you can control that. I'll show you how that works. But I'm not forcing them into building it at this point. I'm just getting them set up for success so that they are there. They're a stable silver. They're stable in my organization. They're actually collecting points that they may want to use as they grow and decide to start sharing the products more actively down the road, should they do that. Otherwise, they've just got a great wholesale account right there, and we want to keep them going, trying new products and staying active and sharing and even sending referrals if that's what they want to do. Okay, so 2 active silvers on either side is going to bring you to that manager level. And then we duplicate, because that's literally what's going to bring other people into the higher levels. It's going to bring you into a higher level, more structure grows, and you move right up that marketing plan. It just happens almost organically with regular activity. So you'll have to learn that on one of the other pages for our system. Okay, now here's the third way. Here's the third part of the model that's so exciting to me. And now this is where the legacy really is built. This is where, quite frankly, it's a little bit in the beginning, a little bit of extra bonus money, but it turns out to be the lion's share down the road. This is the legacy money. And what does that mean? So when you bring somebody in, let's say you bring in 10 people into your business that you've personally enrolled that are doing the work, doing the business. This is over time. That's your first generation. Even just one person is your first generation of, we just call it, that's a generation. Now, this company will pay you 25% bonus on the cycles that first generation does. Okay, so again, the cycle bonus is the 330 and the 660, and you get paid $50. When you help somebody else to cycle, that you brought in personally, okay, again, you help others and you make more, right? This is that leadership that starts to kick in. The company's going to pay you 25% cycle match on that person's cycles. Now, if they cycle, let's say they go gangbusters and they cycle 50 times, right? That's 50 times 50, and then you're earning 25% of that. That's your first level cycle match. That's huge, absolutely huge. Okay, now again, you have to be active with 110 PV. You have to be paid as a manager above. That's why that is our gold standard. Become a manager, duplicate managers, and you will continue to grow. Okay, but they pay you that. Now, most companies will only pay one cycle bonus that's a match bonus when you get like to the top of the company, and it might be at the best 30%. But check this out. Second level, second generation. What is the second generation? It's the people that you've sponsored directly. It's their directly enrolled people. So again, maybe you brought in 10 and those 10 brought in 50 total, right? That's your second generation. Anyone in that level who has cycled, you get a percentage match of 20%. Now, again, you have to be active, paid as a manager above. And in this case, you yourself have to have generated at least 6 cycles paid yourself in that week. Okay, so again, we're not asking other people to do the business for us. We have to show up and do the business, and then we get paid even more when we help those others to get paid. So us helping people move through the plan and get our people paid is what gets us paid. All right, huge focus on helping others, and you will get what you want. It's the win-win model. Now get this, there's actually a third level. And that third level is, yet again, not just the ones you brought in and the ones they brought in, but the ones that they brought in. This is where the numbers just get much, much wider and wider. And the further down you work with your team like that, and you help them get paid, they're going to give you another 20% on that level. Now, in this case, a little bit more qualification, still active at 110 personal volume. Again, you have that customer base, get your own auto ship in place. Don't let that fall out. And then you have 3 active silvers on each leg, okay, which obviously you're already a manager, but at this point, a personally sponsored distributor earning the level 2 matching on each leg, right? So they're also earning on their teams. Okay, they're getting that level 2 on their 2 teams. That's really, really huge. And you also have a minimum of 10 cycles paid commission weekly. Now, this just organically happens as you grow. So don't worry about all the specifics. You're going to be so excited when you start getting paid down into that second level that you're going to understand this by then. So don't get too nitty gritty about it, but you can see a little bit more about the different distributor rank qualifications in here. It's also right there in your back office. In fact, if you go back there and you look at pay, about how to get to the next level, it's going to tell you exactly what your next qualifications are to keep you focused on where you're going next. Okay. Now, when I came into this, I knew that there was going to be a model, there was going to be a certain way to duplicate, right? And that was going to be defined, of course, by the leader who was most successful above me. And to be teachable and to learn that model and to get better and be consistent and persistent with it, without attachment to outcome, just attachment to getting better and to being consistent and persistent, that it would pay. And that's exactly how this works. And again, you don't have to understand all of this to be excited and to get out there and make a difference. Just go out and be teachable and practice and get better and get better and get better. There's no failing in it if you keep showing up. So basically, again, just to kind of recap a little bit, I want to make sure that I kind of covered what I wanted to cover, how you're getting paid, the model itself. Again, we get paid 4 different ways, and those 4 different ways feed a linear model. I do this, I get paid for it, which really is in our retail profit and in our product introduction bonuses, right? I took this action, I got paid immediately. Thank you, that's linear pay. Then there's the leveraged pay, and that leveraged pay comes also from the customers, the preferred customers that are continuing to order every month. My own auto ship, of course, adds points to my whole buckets, right? But then also the leverage comes in when other people are doing the business with you and they're earning points to get us the cycle pay, the business volume points for cycle pay. This is just a huge, huge amount of what we're going to be able to earn in that leveraged model. And then taking it even further with leverage of helping to build teams and helping people to be better and to work deep in our organization is where we get that legacy pay. And that's where we're getting paid matching cycle bonuses. We're getting paid bonuses upon other people's leveraged pay. I mean, it's mind-boggling and it's endless and it really is limitless. So it's really incredible. So a couple things here just to peek at. And that is the plan overview here, some of the specifics on the cycle bonus. There's a couple of really nice graphics in here to help you really see that. There's the compensation plan overview here with those 3 levels that you're getting paid, the extra 3 levels of legacy pay. And of course, in the back office, you're going to find all the details about the marketing plan, step by step, every little piece. What happens when you upgrade somebody from one thing to the next? How much exactly will you get paid for that? And so on and so on. But if you don't worry so much about what's coming in, but instead how you're putting your energy and your love out, then I promise you it will come back. It will come back in spades. It's wonderful. It's incredible. And so that was the first part, how we're going to be, that's the model, the plan to move through is you get so excited and you learn and you take the products and you get yourself qualified yourself if you're ready to grow it. You can just stay active again with an auto ship or a customer or 2, but then to get to that 110 points at the gold level or above, you want to make sure you upgrade to that level or above. and that you have, again, a couple of customers or your own auto ships, or that you're moving enough personal volume through for 110 points every 31 days or every 30 days within that sliding window. Keep yourself active. Otherwise, those points flush out. And what happens is, as your team's growing, if you stop, you can lose the buckets that are filling with business volume that you can earn. If you bring in people that are bringing in more and more volume, then you're able to access, because let's say, if you look here, let's say that you are a manager and you're only able to earn $1,500 maximum in your binary cycle pay in the cycles, but somebody that you brought in was a rock star and goes straight to senior director, and they're earning more, they're generating more points, and they are actually, so long as you are active and then qualified, but active, you're not going to lose the points that are accumulating in those two buckets. They're going to collect and collect and collect. And then as you grow and you unlock that money, then those cycles will start to ching, 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 and they will pay you. And so it's okay if you bring in people. In fact, it's great if you bring in people that run with it more than you. You are not in competition. You brought them in. Plug them in to your upline. This is a little bit of strategy, but plug them into the most successful upline that you have, because they will be able to really mentor them while you learn with you, so that they can be matched where they are coming in. Okay. Sometimes people are brand new, but they know a leader that's been in another company, or they just know somebody who has that business acumen, right? Or they have done something like this before, and they really need to be brought in and matched up with your upline so that you can learn with them, because you don't want to hold them back. You want to make sure that they get everything they need to run with it, should they decide they want to run with it. And again, so long as you stay active, you won't lose those points. And then as you grow and you catch up, you will earn everything that you left on the table. You're not leaving anything on the table. It's left in the buckets. Okay. So really, really, really important to maintain that qualification at the very least. If you understand nothing else, get yourself to that manager position, hold yourself in qualification, keep learning, keep growing, keep bringing people in, and follow the 3-3-1 system. That's how you get to manager. That's how you duplicate managers. And that's where we'll go, if you haven't already been there, to learn those basics of how we do what we do, how to work this plan and grow with this marketing plan and make, just change lives in so many ways. Okay. One other last little mindset thing is that everyone comes in with different goals, different ideas about not only how far they might want to go with it, or how fast they want to go, or how they want to go, or what, all of that, as Onyx says, whatever shoes you want to wear, right? You want to just make sure that you're bringing in your authentic self, your honest self, your selfless self, the one that's there to help other people more so than yourself, knowing and trusting and believing that you will be rewarded, because that's just kind of how the universe works. If you're just a taker, then you're inverting that, and people will feel that, they will see that coming. So you don't want to do that. You want to come in where you are. You want to build from who you are into a better version of who you are, and have your sights set on a goal at a time. Set your sights every 90 days or so and decide what you want to do and why, because that why is important. And then that how, of course, is going to be delivered all over in the rest of this website for you. So let me go back to that website. And also it's important, as I do this, let me go back to the steps, to not lay expectation on anyone else. Everyone's going to come in at their own level, with their own pace, their own style, their level of readiness. They might want to, dive in and understand that marketing plan I just shared before they're ready to get started. They don't need to, and hopefully they'll hear this, and you don't need to. The most important steps are just to take steps, is to keep moving forward and start sharing, start talking. And if you love people, then you're in the right realm here. You really are, if you want to help people. And the other piece was about the different things that attract people to a business like this. For some, it's just the community they want to be in, and especially with all this, the craziness in the world, since 2020 started, the sense of being tapped in with like-minded people who are really out to help each other is one heck of a community. It is one heck of a community. And you'll find the different places to get plugged in again on this site here. So community is one reason that people come in. Others, it's to make another stream of income or multiple streams of income. For some, it's the only stream of income. Okay. For other people, it's, my goodness, well, there's community, there's just the whole health themselves and their own healing journey. I mean, I know that there's many different reasons why people come in, but again, it's important just to tap into your own why and levels deep of why. You know, how does this work for me? Why do I enjoy this? I'm a leader type. I love to teach, right? So this is a great avenue for me to be able to learn something, do it really well, and then to turn around and teach it and to work with community in that way. It gives me a sense of meaning and purpose. That's the other one that I was thinking, that meaning, that contribution, you know. I think that altruistic nature is really deep in all of us. And although not everyone wants to teach or has those skills or wants to develop those skills, it's okay. You bring you, and all together we synergistically make a whole, and it's just an incredible team. So welcome to this quantum field team. It is really the fastest growing, largest organization in this company. And it's because of the heart, and at the very heart of it is Onyx Cole. And thank you, Onyx, so much for this opportunity to share this with everyone here today. And I hope to see you again on another training at different events and in the future. So thank you again. Bye.